Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. You're with Goose, and I thought I'd just give you a bit of a channel update. There's a few things happening, including my voice disappearing. We'll talk about that at some stage. The first thing I'd like to do is to welcome all the new subscribers. It's been a little while since I've done that. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, and to everyone else as well for supporting the channel. It's growing slowly, which is really nice. So it's really good if you can share the channel around, leave a comment, leave a like, and of course hit that bell icon too, and so you can get updates and notifications when the new vlogs are coming out. So yeah, thanks very much. It's great to have you on board. A couple of things I'd like to bring up. One is we're just about to launch the new series. I think I might have mentioned it before at some stage, but I'm starting a series on the motorcycle clubs here in Hawke's Bay. The reason for doing it is not only to let new bikers know where they can go to join a club and the type of club that they'd like to join, but also from a historical point of view. Not very much is documented about the motorcycle clubs here in Hawke's Bay, or indeed the country as such. Most of the time, I think the only ones who have got them documented are the police. But with most of the clubs aren't in the 1% bracket, and therefore fly under the police radar. But even with them, some have disappeared from the early days, and there's no history on them. You can't find out anything about them, which is really unfortunate. So that's one of the reasons of doing it. As I said before, if you come to Hawke's Bay, you're looking for a club to join, this is what it's all about. So we've done a couple of interviews already, and we're looking to contact, and I'm waiting to hear back actually from some of the presidents, the club presidents, to organise times to do the interviews. Okay, moving on from that, you may have noticed a slight difference in the way that the verse has been presented. I got questioned by one of my subscribers about that Bible verse, which normally appears about the middle of the program, and I said, yeah, we know you're a Christian biker. You don't hit us over the head with it, which is good, because what I was thinking that a lot more than what I put up, people could think I'm preaching, and it's the last thing I want to do. Anything from what I put up, if you want to contact either myself or other members of CMA, if you're a biker and thinking about Christianity or want to know a bit more about it, then that's fine. But the subscriber said to me, said, well, what's the point? You know, what are you doing it for? Does it have any relevance to the programs you're making or whatever? So I said, no, it's not relevant to every program. What they're there to do is to provide a bit of inspiration, to provide a bit of advice, to make you think a little bit. And they said, well, look, there's no way we're going to go and, that's if they had a Bible in the house, we'd go and look the verse up. So why don't you put it up on screen? So I tried that once, and it just seemed to fill up the screen with a whole lot of words and didn't do much. So that's why I've taken to reading that Bible verse out now. And if it can encourage you or make you think, that's what the whole thing's all about, okay? So I'll carry on doing that. There's the odd program that will come up, which I'll talk a little bit more about my faith, but it's not there to convert you and all the rest of it. We're not hardline at all. Okay, now the last thing I've got to bring up for you is that Helen and my wife and I are doing a road trip on the trike up to Cape Reinga at the end of November, if we can get a decent weather window, and that's what we're going to be trying and do. So there'll be a little mini-series of that coming up. We went up there 2 years ago with a chapter, went for a chapter road trip. But the day that Helen went to go up to Cape Reinga, it absolutely chucked it down. And they got up there, the rain had a little bit of a break, so she hopped off the bus and went down, and got halfway down, the skies opened up, and she got absolutely drenched. So she's never been to Cape Reinga as such. And of course, we went up the day after, great weather, had a great time. So we'll take it back up and we'll go and visit it again. It's a beautiful spot. Northland's a lovely place to be too. It's got stunning scenery and some very good roads, although like the rest of the country they are deteriorating apparently, but we'll find out and let you know. So there'll be a series on the Cape Reinga trip coming up. It'll be in the new year, I would think. At the moment I'm running about 10 weeks behind. So there you go, that's what's happening on the channel. That's what's happening with Loose with Goose. So all there is to say is thanks for watching, don't forget to ride free, and of course, God bless.